Hello students, today we would be writing a program to find greatest among three numbers. So here we could use if-else statement, but instead of using if-else, what we would be using is ternary operator. So ternary operator is another conditional statement that is provided by C compiler to us. Now, as the name suggests, ternary operator, ternary here means 3. That means the ternary operator takes 3 operands. First one of them is a condition, and and the second one of them is a expression, and third one is another expression. So based on the condition, whether it is evaluated as true, the first of the expression would be executed or evaluated, um, and if it is false, then the second of the expression would be evaluated. So let us try to code this program using ternary operator. Now first of all, we would be declaring three variables to hold the values entered by user. Let's say these variables are a, b and c. Now we prompt the user to enter three numbers, enter three numbers, and then by using scanf function we would read the numbers and store them in ABC. So as these are integers, we would be reading them using %d placeholder, %b and %c, where ampersand is address of operator. Now as I said that the ternary operator first operand is a condition. So here we need to check that whether the variable a has a value greater than variable b or not. First of all, that if it is coming out to be true, then we would check whether a's value is greater than c or not. If it is also true, then a is the greatest among the three, right? So let us write that and see other cases as well. So the first operand of the ternary operator is a condition. So here we would be checking whether a is greater than b or not. The syntax of ternary operator is like this, that after the condition we would be using an interrogatory sign, and if this condition is true, if this condition becomes true, then we need to provide the expression which would be executed when it is coming out to be true. So here uh, the the expression that we would be using is another condition where we would check that whether a is greater than or c or not, right? So it is a is greater than b. Now so before colon, so ternary operator uses two symbols, one is interrogatory sign, other is colon. So before interrogatory sign we have a condition, and between interrogatory sign and this colon we have the expression that is to be evaluated when this condition is true, and after the colon there would be expression which would be evaluated if this condition is false. So if a is greater than b, that means if this condition is true, then we need to check whether a is greater than c also or not, right? So for that we would be using another ternary operator. So here within this first bracket we would be checking whether a is greater than c or not, right? If a is greater than b, then we are evaluating this full expression, right? And which itself is using a ternary operator. Now within this expression we have this ternary operation where the condition is a greater than c or not. If this is also true, that means a is greatest, right? So before the colon, for this ternary operator, we would be writing a printf statement in which we would say that the value of a is greatest, right? So the expression of this inner ternary operator is nothing but a function called to printf statement. Now if this condition is false, what does that mean? That a is greater than b. So that's why we came to this we are evaluating this expression, because a is greater than b, right? So if a is greater than b, then only this full expression would be evaluated. Now if a greater than c is false, that means c is greater than a, right? So a is greater than b and c is greater than a, that means c is the greatest number. So that is what we would be printing here, right? So if a greater than c is false, that means c is greater than equals to a. So we can say that c is greatest, person d is greatest, and here you write c. So this full expression would be evaluated only when a is greater than b. Now we will have to write the expression that would be evaluated or executed when a greater than b is false. That means b is greater than a. So if b is greater than a, then we need to check whether b is also greater than c or not, right? So within this bracket, so this bracket, whatever expression we write within it would be executed if b is greater than a. So within this bracket we would check whether b is greater than c also or not. So if both the conditions are satisfied, means this condition is false, and if this condition is true, then b is greatest, right? So that is what we will be printing here. Printf percent d so b is greatest. Now so for this condition, if it is true, then this would be executed, and if it is false, then the expression that we would provide after the colon, that would be executed. So here we would reach only in the case where this is false and this also is false. That means a greater than b is false, that means b is greater than a, and now b greater than c is false, that means c is greater than b. So b is greater than a and c is greater than b, that means c is greatest. That is what we would be printing here. So printf percent d is greatest, and we would be printing c on the console, value of c on the console. So this full expression would be executed only when this condition comes out to be false. So we are done with our code. So this is the code that we have written. It has become quite long, but it is a good example of how we can use a ternary operator to write some very succinct program. So it is very succinct had we written if else block, it would have been a bigger uh, relatively bigger program, right? So we can use ternary operator to write some succinct code. So you would put a getch over here, and then we would build it and see whether it is working fine or not. So let us enter 648. So 8 it is greatest, so it is coming out to be correct. Let me give one more input. 1247. So 12 is greatest. Let us make the middle number as the greatest one as our test case. 6 is greatest. So all such possibilities are working fine and the answers are coming out to be correct. So this is a good example of ternary operator. We would be seeing many more programs in our next sessions. Thank you for watching. Bye.